So, yeah, I've already broken this rule once that I don't think I ever publicly stated anything on the channel, but I was going to leave this channel exclusively for the discussion centering around the one band and do my other channel for discussions on other things, other music, other artists, that kind of thing. But with the one exception, with the discussion of the back to the beginning, because Slayer was there. This will be the other exception and the only one I would ever make. And the reason for that is because of not only the influential aspect of what that artist had on my changing musical tastes at the time, how stuff had just kind of metamorphosized, but also my record collecting and all that. There was so much regarding music in my fandom that originated from Ozzy's music, both with the solo career and with his time in Black Sabbath. And it's come about an hour or two ago, or the wire, that Ozzy Osbourne, or John Michael, has died. And this is one of a handful of celebrity passings that I was not looking forward to. And sure, with the inevitability of all of this, you kind of, you know. But this one particularly, it fucking sucks. And true, I'm on the younger spectrum of the fandom, because by the time that he had written and performed, the majority of his best work, I was either not even born yet, or I was practically an infant. And that's the funny thing about music. I first heard what I would then come to know as the song Iron Man driving down the highway in my dad's car. I was 14, and life-changing moments. It's a little presumptuous and cliche to say that, but that was a moment I've never forgotten, that did have a profound effect on me, because it changed not only my musical fandom, but switched the direction of my heavy metal music fandoms. At that time, I was transitioning away from stuff I had traditionally been listening to at the time, and was discovering what were harder edge stuff for me at the time: System of a Down, Linkin Park, Godsmack, POD, Disturbed, Korn, among a few others. And when I heard Iron Man, something clicked. Now, several years later, I would have that same experience where you hear something and click, and that's what happened with Slayer. But that moment, hearing that song, sent me on a musical destiny run that I'm still on today. And I started first with a live album that I was able to find, because at this time there wasn't YouTube, and there was the internet, but at the time I wasn't using the internet to do a whole lot of purchasing. Of course, I didn't have a credit card. And so the stores around me, they weren't going to carry that kind of music. So I started on a musical journey, gobbling up whatever I could, whatever knowledge I could, searching for any scrap. And that would transform into going to Ozfest some years later, which led us into the start of a madness of obsession with record collecting. This was the first piece of vinyl that was gifted to me. That is his real signature, although it's not verified with authenticity. That he has phonographed signing it, so it is an authentic autograph. And really dug his music, both the Black Sabbath stuff and his solo work. I've listened to it for literally more than half of my life, and will continue to do so. It's not really easy to explain why. It's just that you hear something and it clicks. That's the only thing that I can explain. And this literally was the beginning of so many things. Started record collecting, started getting into heavier music, heavier bands, and I'm still on that musical journey. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's part of the thing with heavy metal. You love it so much because you have to love it so much. Because in the outside circles you're ridiculed for it. And that's one of the things that gives you a particular level of freedom. Because you can just shut the outside world out when you need to. Um, and this has been a continuing journey that led into the YouTube stuff for me later, and I've been able to discuss for many years my love for metal music, my love for record collecting, music collecting, all of it. Everything kind of led this way, and it's something I'm very grateful for. I don't give a shit about analytics, the channels. I get to talk about my favorite subjects, and people listen, they don't listen. I still get to discuss some of the things that have had some of the most profound impacts on me in my life, and I can't discuss that with anyone in my sphere, because I'm the only one that not only listens to heavy metal music, thrash metal music, but also has the passion for it practically written on my face. It's damn near tattooed in the hyperbolic sense, because of how enthusiastic I've been and continue to be. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but like I said, this was going to be a discussion, which would be the only deviation that I would ever do for the channel, because this is going to remain the discussion for the one singular band, but acknowledging this event was what was going to be the one thing that was going to break the tradition with the discussion of these topics, and that was just because that's what I decided to do, and it's not going to happen again. So I guess I'll wrap this up by saying, thank you for watching. If you've watched any portion of this, and I'm grateful for those of you that watch. Because I can, reach into the void, and I can, just discuss some of these things that I love so fucking much, and make friendships with people, discuss with people. So I will see everybody in the next video sometime in the future. I've got stuff that I'm working on for this channel, and gathering things, and putting new stuff together. Thank you for watching.